Where's the camera? Okay.
Hey everybody, this is Andy. I'm one half of the Holo Chronicles podcast, and the guys at the Scarif Scuttlebutt have asked me to talk to you about what inspires me from Star Wars, using the hashtag Star Wars Inspires. Well, as you can see behind me here, Star Wars is kind of important to me, and as a result, I collect. I show my fandom through my collection, and I'm pretty proud of it. But how does it inspire me? Well, man, it's hard to say because Star Wars has always been in my life. Always. I don't know what life is like without Star Wars. And so to really feel the impact of Star Wars in my life, hard to measure because it's always been there. From an early age, I was playing with Star Wars toys. I was watching the movies. And, eventually later on as an adult, I was collecting. And heck, I even named my oldest son Dash. His middle name's not Randar, but you get the idea. I love Star Wars, and here's one way I thought that it has really inspired me. I think there's really two things that come to mind. But the first is, I'm a school teacher, and I have actually used Star Wars as a common ground with students in trying to relate to them and getting them to buy in and what's going on in my class. So we talk about, hey, our interests, and I'm always wearing some sort of Star Wars t-shirt. I'm not today, but ASU. Anyway, I'm digressing. Star Wars has been a common ground for me and other students to relate to each other. We might have totally different backgrounds and upbringings, and man, we might just have a list of differences, but we have one thing in common. We're both excited about how episode 9 is going to turn out, or what we liked and what we didn't like about Solo, or do we just have a ton of things to talk about? Resistance, kids are into Resistance, and the Clone Wars, and it's an excellent common ground that I've been able to use to get to know my students a little bit. And that's inspiring. They find something that they can relate with to me. I find something that I can talk about with them, and it's all good. The second thing that has been inspiring about Star Wars that I have found is you guys. You guys. I've only been on Twitter for a little bit. But in that time, I've seen a ton of awesome collections and their setups, and people are so creative in how they want to set up their figures or their poster displays or their Funko Pop stack of pyramid display, and it's inspiring because as a collector, I want to present my stuff in cool and unique ideas to make them my own. But some of you guys I've stolen some ideas from because they've just been so good. You inspire me through Star Wars. So I think that counts, right? It's got to count. Anyway, thanks Scarif Scuttlebutt for giving me the chance to share with you how Star Wars has inspired me moving forward. And I can't wait to hear other stories too about how Star Wars has inspired you, how it's made an impact on your life and maybe people close to you. So anyway, this is Andy from the Holo Chronicles podcast, signing off. Thanks, Scuttlebutt crew. Appreciate the opportunity.